So, welcome back to Speak Truth to Life. I haven't done any podcasts in a while because I wanted to kind of have something to talk about. So, as you know, I'm an avid cruiser and I haven't gone on a cruise since 2021 or 22, somewhere up in there. It was like a year and a half ago. Anyway, so there is a story about these two Kentucky moms who their names are Amber Shearer and Dongala Dobson. They allege that during their Carnival Cruise in the Bahamas, while they were visiting the Pirates Cove Resort on Grand Bahama Island, they were drugged and sexually assaulted by resort staff. They were found unconscious inside a bathroom. They had medical attention by a nurse. The nurse practitioner said that she believed these women. Unfortunately, the information out there from the resort and the security camera and an investigation does not back up the story of these women. There's been a lot of controversial comments by a lot of podcasters about this. Um, and my thing is this: if you're going over into another country and just because there is an alert, like I could tell you, Bahamas has had a security alert for a while because when I went on my cruise with MSC back in, I want to say August of 2022, I want to believe, yeah, it was before I got hired at the federal level. So I will say this: you have these alerts and you have to be aware that things can happen. However, just because there's an alert when you do go traveling doesn't mean someone attacks you. And um, I'm not saying that these women are lying, but I do believe it's easy to go overseas, turn up, get drunk, fall out, and maybe if you have other motivations for telling a story, it's easy to tell a story. Um, I also feel like it's interesting that the attention these women got immediately when I remember the other case of other individuals who got hurt over in um, different areas like Mexico or or Nassau, because I remember what happened to Shanquella Robinson. United States wasn't even involved in the process. That's number one. There was a couple indigenous women that got killed over in Mexico, and it didn't even hit the news. But these white women from Kentucky, it got picked up by all the media very quickly. And I'm not saying that they're not telling the truth, but I do think it's easy to go turn up, go overseas, have fun, fall out, get drunk, and maybe you got to save face because you got to go home. Your husband's, uh, like, well, what happened to you, and you have to come up with a story. As a writer, I think it's fantastic. But on a serious note, I don't know. It looks like the resort pulled up CCTV, which is like kind of like a recording, and they said that these women were not drugged and raped. Um, and these women were on a 4-day cruise from Carnival. I'm reading from an article um, on Microsoft. This article is asserting that basically the resort saying that these women were not attacked by three men. The resort dispute claims that they have, uh, basically, the resort has security footage from the day of the alleged attack, and it does not match their account of the incident. Now, this is the statement from the resort. It says, upon further review of the surveillance videos, the allegations made on site and in subsequent social media posts and news stories conflict with the timestamp surveillance videos contained. They confirmed 2 members of staff have been since fired after the video showed that they conducted and engaged in footage indicated that they violated our zero tolerance policy. But it does not say these individuals did something to these women. Carnival Cruise confirmed that 2 guests had reported a sexual assault while on an independent shore excursion. So one of the things I want to say, I mean, if it truly happened to these women, that's horrific. Two, I have gone on so many cruises by myself where I'm from Chicago. I don't go by myself. And even when I travel in a group, I try to make sure I'm being mindful of my drinking and what I'm doing because I don't want to put myself in a situation. I just don't want to. It could be that the resort could have taken the tape and got rid of it, fired those workers. Anything is possible. It's very interesting. So drop in the comments, have you gone on a cruise, uh, turned up? Do you watch the area that you go? Like, are you safe? I mean, most of us are safe. Usually you have to do some research to make sure you're in the right location, make sure you're not in a situation. Because, you know, even if you go to within the United States, anything can happen to anybody anytime. With that being said, this is an interesting story. I'll update you as I find out more. Hoping these women are okay, but is a lot unknown. So we'll see what the story is updated to. I'll talk to you soon.